Okay, so we've got an update on the saga of motor yacht Alfa Nero in Antigua. It seems that buying and selling a formerly sanctioned Russian superyacht is more complicated than it seems, said nobody ever. The status of this yacht seems to be getting more and more entangled in legal issues as the days go by. They auctioned the yacht live on TV in Antigua on the 16th of June, and the winning bidder of the auction was Eric Schmidt, American billionaire, with a bid of $67.6 million US. However, since then, the daughter of Andrei Guryev has come forward claiming she was the owner all along. She just misplaced the keys or something. And now one of the prospective buyers from that TV auction is suing the government for breaking the agreements for the purchase of that yacht. Warren Hale is an American billionaire businessman of the Hale companies, and he filed a lawsuit suing the government of Antigua. Now, he would eventually place second in the auction with a bid of $66 million US. This was on live television in Antigua, this auction. Now, the winning bidder being Eric Schmidt. However, there was a clause in the auction that said if he didn't complete the sale within 7 days, then they would automatically accept the bid from this next biggest hire, or the next highest bidder, should I say, which was Mr. Hale. Now, that didn't happen, apparently. So Mr. Hale filed a lawsuit claiming he's out of pocket from 2 trips to Antigua to view the yacht back in March. He hired people, including a captain of his old yacht and the purser of the old yacht, to get the yacht ready for sailing. And plus, he hired lawyers in Antigua and in the US. And he also claims that he missed out on chartering the yacht for a 6-week period at a cost of $800,000 per week. He also filed an injunction in the courts to prevent the sale of the yacht to Mr. Schmidt, as he failed to complete in the 7-day period, and he's asking for $5,683,000 US for breach of contract and money being owed by the defendants to the claimant in the acquisition of motor vessel Alfa Nero. Okay, so we asked Mr. Telemac, who is the Port Authority manager, for a statement on the matter, as we always do whenever we talk about Alfa Nero, and his reply was no comment. We also asked Andrei Guryev's daughter's lawyer for a statement and answers to our questions, which we put to him previously. But after an initial contact from him saying that he would get back to us the following week, we've had radio silence from him. And that was weeks ago that he said that. So we've had nothing from him either. Now, meanwhile, the government of Antigua is still paying over $110,000 US a week for the upkeep of this vessel. And all they're paying for is crew salaries, probably back pay, and some other incidentals, probably provisions and stuff like that. Now, one of the things I would say about that lawsuit is, whilst all of the other claims appear to be legitimate, he made flights down there, he hired people to help him buy that yacht, and then in turn was told, well, you can't buy it. That's, one thing. But the idea that he was going to charter that yacht immediately, I think that's, somebody said to me that it's a kitchen sink lawsuit. That vessel has been neglected in Antigua for over a year. It's had an ever decreasing number of crew on board, now down to approximately 5 crew, which means very little will have been done in the way of upkeep of that yacht. And even with a full crew on board, there are things that they need. They've not been able to get parts for the vessel. They weren't even able to pay for their fuel. So there's no way that that boat would have been ready to go immediately and start chartering. The only place that vessel would have been ready to go to would have been a shipyard somewhere. So I think the idea that he's going to get $800,000 for lost chartering revenue, I think that's very unlikely. Now, what is interesting, though, is that this lawsuit is apparently going to continue regardless of whether he does eventually buy the yacht. So he's going to be looking at getting $5 million back in damages from what has happened. Now, obviously, we will keep you up to date on this story as we have done so far since the beginning. So please be sure to stay tuned to the channel for further updates. Hi, thanks very much for watching this video. You've been watching a SuperYacht News clip. If you'd like to see the full unedited SuperYacht News video, you can click on the link over here. You can also find our channel links below here. And if you'd like to see more shorter videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to this channel.